and I'm excited today to be showing you something really fun that I have been creating and working in the Mark Maker devotional kit from Illustrated Faith. I have shown you guys another video about the kit and a little process video that I did working through the first week in my journaling Bible. And so today I want to show you something that I'm doing as I work through the actual Traveler's Notebook. So down below you'll find links where you can check out more about the Mark Maker kit from Illustrated Faith. I will say that the actual physical kit is sold out, unfortunately, but they did make it into a printable version, so you could still get all of the devotionals and set up your own Traveler's Notebook. And then there are other little things that you could get to go with it if you did miss out on the physical kit. So this is for everybody. Even if you print the digital, you could still join in. So what I want to show you today is how I am making little tip-ins to go in my Traveler's Notebook. So the Traveler's Notebook has just these gorgeous pages. Oop, there's a little sticker picking out. It has all of these gorgeous pages, lots of devotionals, you know, writings and all that I really appreciate. That at the bottom you see like a scripture and maybe some little questions and things to reflect on, and then all of this gorgeous, you know, beautiful markings and decorations. But there's this small space, you know, to work in, which is fine. But if you are wanting to have more space to work, if you don't want to include all of your journaling and like prayers and reflections and things like that in your Bible, and you don't have a lot of space and you want to do it in here, which is usually where I do a lot of my journaling, is always in the Traveler's Notebook. I have a fun way to help you out so that you have some more space. Because see, this page, you know, there's like minimal to none, and I love all of the extra colors. This is like a full page color, and that page has some space, but it is all color and all just beautiful art marks, and I love that, and I don't want that to change because I just think it's so fun. It's already there for you if you don't have the time or don't want to do, you know, a lot of it and adding it yourself. It's already there and it's beautiful, so I wouldn't change that. But I did want to make it fun where we could add some little extra tip-ins to go in it, and so that's what I'm going to show you today. This is a little tip-in that I made. This is, you know, attached with washi, and you just flip it over, and I'll show you more details about that. But these are little note cards. They're sticky notes that I have designed, and those are in my Etsy shop. And so I don't always you know, show everything that's in my Etsy shop, but you guys lately have seemed to really enjoy seeing what I'm doing in my what I've put in the Etsy shop, but how I'm actually using it in my Bible. And so I wanted to do that as well today, just to give you an idea, because sometimes you might see designs but you're just not really, you know, quite sure what you want to do with those. So let me grab the sticky notes real quick from my stack here, and I want to show you some ideas for ways that you could use them. So I've showed you last week how I worked through the Mark Maker, and I used some of the collage art and page starters that are in the Etsy shop, and the link to that video is going to be down below in the description as well. And you guys love collage arts, and you love anything that makes your journaling simple and easy. So I wanted to create something else that would kind of get that same tool in your hands. Please let me know in the comments below if you like these little sticky notes, if this is something that you know, don't really care for, and that way I know kind of how to go in the future with designing different color schemes. But I hope you will enjoy them. I'm loving using them in here in my Traveler's Notebook, and I think you guys will too. I have created some sticky notes here, and I've kind of cut them apart already when I used them for this, but this would have this other kind of purple tone in it, and then on this side you have this little light pink one that I've already cut out. So you get 2 pages with this one, and they are lined on one of them, and then on the other one they are all blank. And so again, I've used them on this one with the little pink, and then on this one they're blank. They're not lined, of course. So on this one, I lost my train of thought. What I was going to say is that for some reason this wants to show up the colors much darker on the video than they are in person, and I apologize for that. Don't know why it wants to do that. But if you do head over to the Etsy shop, you can see these in probably a much better look of what the colors actually are. So And I also have other ones that I've designed. If you're working through the the Women of the Bible Better Together kit from Dayspring, I have designed some that go great with those colors. And so I love this little pink color here. But check those out too if you want that. Those are great to add to a traveler's notebook, or even just write in your Bible if you want to put some notes on it. I love it. And then you can add little pieces, paper pieces, to kind of jazz them up. And so that's what we're going to do today. And so what I've done is just, use 2 of them. I've inserted it with washi. And so I want to go ahead and we'll do one of these together. Let me get my little adhesive runner. And so what is fun is that I chose colors that were already on this page. And for this one, I'm going to use 2 different colors. But I really like how this purplish color is really popping off the page here. And then there's not a whole lot of this green, so I want to pull that color out of it as well. And then on this one, you'll see that in between, I have this beautiful little clear cuts piece that I love how when you lay it down, you can kind of see the writing behind it, and it says peace. And I just loved that. And so I inserted that in between the 2 before I stuck them together. And where I got that little piece is from this Illustrated Faith Clear Cuts pad. I believe that you can still get these from Dayspring, and I meant to check before I started recording, but I'm going to look, and I will link these down below. I'm pretty sure you can. And what it is just a whole pad of like a transparency clear cuts. They're beautiful designs, and the ones that I used for this, there's like pages where you could use like a full page spread design, or where's the one? Yeah, here it is. Or you have these other little pages that have little designs that you would cut out and use like individually, and that's what I did here. Was I cut out this little, it's basically like a cloud that says peace, but if you notice the way the shape is, it really matches beautifully with the shape that's already there. So that's why I chose to use the cloud on that one. I also get, people want to know, how do you use the clear cuts a lot, because it's not something you see very often. And so I think this is just a fun way to kind of show you guys. Now, before you use these, you have this little piece of clear film that's over the top of it, and that is just to protect it from getting scratched. So you do want to make sure that you remove that. And so for this one, this color happens to just match perfectly, and so I'm going to use this Linger Longer. And here's the tip. Do not cut it right where the color is, because you're going to cut off a lot of it when you go to put it in between. So like for this one, I'm going to try to be careful. The other one I had a little more space, but cut down past it and leave yourself some allowance of the clear extra around it, so that you have that space to put it in between the sticky note, and you don't lose some of your design, between it and it gets hidden. So let me just finish trimming this one out. I just loved this phrase, this Linger Longer. I thought that was so sweet. And a lot of times I think sometimes we get these kits and then we rush through them in a way. We see other people posting and they've moved on to another week. And so this is really a good reminder for myself, because I'm very guilty of it, of wanting to, move on, and I don't, well, you have to take the cap off of them. And I don't linger, I think, long enough like I want to a lot of times. And so what a great reminder just to slide in there that, take my time and move at the pace that God, wants me to. So let's see, I'm trying to decide which color I would like to see on here. And I think I'm going to go with this one being my top color that I'll see first. So, well, no, because this is the blue color. Let's do it like this. So I've put extra sticky up here at the top so that this is easier to attach instead of trying to get it on there. And then I'm going to just go ahead and lay it right down onto the adhesive. There's already adhesive there. So then I can just layer these two. And you could also just put use one sticky, and you could just put it directly onto your page instead of having it double-sided. I just like it because it gives me extra space to write, plus it doesn't cover up any of the beautiful designs that are already there. So we have this little Linger Longer. And then on this one, I just went in and added some little of the ephemera. I think that's how you say it. I can't stand trying to say that word. Extra little paper pieces there. I call them paper pieces. That's easier, right? And then I had this little paper clip that I added for a little bit of an embellishment. So I think I'll do the same on this one with just some of the little fun paper pieces. I pulled out a couple, and I think I might just add this little cross up at the top. I'm just using a good old adhesive runner. I was using like these planner glue pens for a little while, and I like them, but they run out too fast, and it was driving me crazy. These run out super fast too, but I just get like a cheap brand with a lot of them in it, and I got that one at Hobby Lobby, and then they, you know, then it kind of tends to last me longer. But I wanted to show you this little bow clip, paper clip here came from Illustrated Faith at Dayspring as well, and I believe they still have them. I can't remember. I will try to find it and link it below too, but it's part of the Eve's mix. It has like red, pinks, yellow color scheme, and then there's one I have as well that has blue and greens. And so I meant to bring it close by. I work a lot on the couch, and I have this little box I keep everything in because of my little boy. It's just easier that way, but I think I left it downstairs. So I would add like one of those maybe to this one, but I can always do that later because I want to go ahead and show you how I added this into my Bible, or into my traveler's notebook. So this is very beginners for some people. You may be like, been there, done that already as far as this goes, but I want to walk through because there are a lot of people I know that are beginners, and I don't want anyone being confused. So what I did here is just add the washi onto the back and keep it halfway on and halfway off. And then if you want it directly over here, you could, or if you want it in the seam, which is how I like to do it, then just put that right down there. So on the other one, I felt like with just one seam on the back, it was wanting to like kind of pop up. And actually, you know what? I didn't want to put it on that side. I'm glad I just did that. See, this is real life right here. You work through it as you go, right? So I wanted it to be on this side, actually. And so we're going to have to scoot it over just a little bit because of the arrow at the top. But what is really fun about it is that now you can see the white kind of through it, and it just makes a little fun layered effect. But on the other one, what I was saying was that I liked having it with washi on both sides because I felt like it was wanting to pop up a lot. On this one, I think it would be okay, but just to even add a little bit of extra embellishment to it, I'm gonna go ahead and just put another little piece right there, and then I can still, you know, flip my little tip in over. I can jot down a few little notes on here. I could use little alphas or maybe some more pieces from the kit and put them down. So that's kind of where I'm going to be heading with each week, adding these little notes in here. I love using them in here because the colors match beautifully. It gives me some extra space for journaling, like I said earlier, but I don't cover up any of the beautiful artwork that is already on the pages. And so it's going to be fun to just keep going with this. Like this page, it would be fun to add this more yellow mustardy color because there's not a lot of it on this page, and it would really make that page pop. And so have fun with this. This one would be fun to do a pink one and make that color pop off. But I hope you guys will enjoy these little sticky notes. Like I said, leave me some feedback in the comments below if you like them or you don't. I would love to, you know, kind of know what to give you in the future with different color schemes if you enjoy them. I just think these are precious with the little extra markings on them. These would be fun to print and leave a little special note for someone. Leave a special note and attach it to a bathroom when you go in Target or somewhere for someone to find and just encourage them. So you could use them for lots of different things. but I love being able to use them in the Mark Maker kit, and I hope you guys will enjoy this too. So let me know if you do happen to use these printables. Please post on social media and tag me in them, and you can use the hashtag Shop Southern Couture because I would love to see them. I love sharing them with everybody so that other people have ideas of ways you are using them, and it just makes it a lot more fun working through it in community. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.